Sindri and Tyreek, y'all have been to this meet before. How would you describe it for someone?
This meet, I'm pretty sure everybody can see the excitement in the air. Just going back to 2019, making it past regionals or first rounds, is everything is out the door now. Your PR doesn't matter, nothing doesn't matter unless you can be able to go out there and execute to the best of your ability. And I think this is what makes this meet so special to everybody, is being able to see people continue with big PRs over the season, but able to come out there and still execute it in nationals.
Yeah, this meet is definitely different than the other meets of the year. This is the last one, so you gotta come out there, give it your all. And that's kind of the beauty of it. You see so many people just leaving it all on the track, and it's awesome to see everybody out there. And for it being in Eugene this year, my first 2 years it was in Eugene, and the atmosphere there was really different than I've ever experienced before, so I'm excited to go back for sure.
For the three of you, going into the meet, how do you prepare for this caliber?
I think it's mostly mental preparation right now. Nothing else matters. You can't let anything get on your nerves. You control only the things that you can control, and you'll be fine. Just don't overthink it. Just have fun.
Yeah, as DJ said, it's all about mental preparation now. We've been doing this for as long as possible, so it's just being able to being relaxed and being confident in yourself and confident in what you and your coach has been doing, and just going out and do to the best of your ability.
Yep, they got it spot on. It's just go out and do whatever we've been doing all year. It's a different meet, but in our heads it has to be the same, even though it's the last one of the year. So we just gotta go out there and perform.
What has Coach April been telling you leading up to this week?
Leading up to this week, the conversation has not been much different. We've been still working on the same stuff that we've been working on. Nothing changed. The only thing that probably changed is just the level of excitement that is in the atmosphere. But everything has just remained neutral. We've been working on the same stuff that we've been working on. And I think she's confident in us in being able to go out and execute that.
Coach Woods, going into nationals, what do you expect from your team?
At this point of the season, just really expecting more of the same. People continuing to improve on what they've done up to this point, but we're not going to. We're not trying to go out there and do anything much different than what we've been doing all year. Obviously, the way that we performed at the first rounds of the national championship meet is what got us to this point. So we don't need to change up a lot of things in between that competition and the national championship meet. We really have to view this as just another meet, and we're going out here to execute our events just as we've been doing all year.
So at that prelim meet, you had two people break records and break them again.
Mm-hmm.
How did that feel, seeing them do that on that stage?
Well, I mean, for us, again, on the outside looking in, that may be a shock, but when you're on the inside and you're watching these student athletes train every day out there on the track, and they're going in the weight room and they're really putting in literally blood, sweat, and tears, when they get the results. When they finally get those type of results, it's not a shock to the people within the program. So it's exciting, right? When all of these young people they make history within this program, it's always exciting. But for us, it's never really shocking because we see how hard they're working day in and day out.
How does it feel to have 10+ athletes go into this meet?
It puts us in a really good spot, especially on the men's side. I think we have 7 or 8 scoring opportunities on the men's side. So, it's just going to be important to make sure that we take advantage of those scoring opportunities, and people go up there with the mindset of scoring and not just barely scoring. They're going up there with the mindset of trying to win every single event that they can win. And then on the women's side, for these two young ladies to be representing us, it makes me proud. But obviously we still have a lot of work to do. I think both of these young ladies, we can come back into town next week, and both of them can be Division I All-Americans, first team All-Americans. So excited. I'm excited to see the stadium, and excited to see how people respond to the energy and the atmosphere of the stadium up there in Eugene.
Rosalie, going into your first NCAA meet, how does it feel?
I'm elated. As a freshman, I've made it this far, and I'm grateful.
Are you excited for the atmosphere and from things that you've heard from your teammates? Just what are you expecting?
Yes, I'm excited. I can't wait to see the new track and see what everything looks like, as Coach Wood says, the atmosphere, and see how everyone reacts. I'm ready.
How did it feel to break the record last week finally?
It wasn't surprising. I've been working hard. I've been wanting to go after it for a good while now. So to finally get it, I'm happy, and I plan on breaking it again. So we'll see come Eugene.
Shayla, going into this meet, how do you prepare for this caliber of a heft field?
Just go into it, just be calm and stay focused on what you have to do and what you practice for.
After not having a meet last year, what does it mean to be able to go to Eugene this year?
I think it means a lot to me because, I know how indoor ended last year, and I knew I wanted to work hard to go to outdoor, but since everything got shut down, it just made me want to work harder to do it this year. So I'm just proud.
What are your strategies going into the Heps, knowing that you have so many events to complete over 2 days?
My strategy is the same as the Pent. Just stay focused on one event at a time, and just have fun.
All right, for the two of you, going into this meet, how does it feel to be among this caliber of athletes?
You want me to go first?
No, you'll go first.
Honestly, it's a blessing. To practice from September to now, it's like your coaches tell you just to execute. We practice this far, we go this long. You shouldn't have no choice but to. You want to shoot for the top. Yes.
Like you said, it's a blessing, and you work so hard to get to this spot, and then when it comes up, and you're like, "Oh, I made it," but then you got to keep executing, and this is our third year for both of us, and it just feels good to make it to this level, really. So.
How do you prepare going into this meet? Has it changed from your normal routine?
It doesn't really change. It's just another meet, really. You just got to execute more. It's just a high level, so you just keep executing.
Just trust the coaching staff.
Yeah.
That's it. Just trust the coaching staff and trust yourself.
So hearing all that you have about Eugene, what are you expecting?
It's one of the biggest stages of track. Unless a championship, it's another championship meet. It's just a big stage, and you got to execute like we said.
Looking to score points for our team.
Cameron, you're participating in 2 events, and they're going to happen on the same day.
Yeah.
How does that feel? What do you do to prepare for that?
Well, when it comes to, being a jumper and then have to run, and it comes to me, every event I get stronger, I feel like. So I feel like 4x1 it really helps me with my jumping, or like any sprint event helps you with jumping. So I just prepare like I prepare for any other meet. Just get ready to, go out there and just do my best in all my events.
Guys, for the 4x1, what are you expecting going into Eugene?
Well, we trained all season to be here, so we're expecting to go out there and to give it our best, and to shoot for some personal bests, and just attack the track and go at it and enjoy the competition.
Also, we're also aiming for the school record. Everything is possible when you work hard, listen to Coach Carjay, just execute. Teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
Said it better.
Y'all had a great race at the prelims. You hit your personal best for the season. How did that feel?
Well, in fall training and getting early into the season, you train to get to this point. It's like the other meets, they are practice to us. Like, so this a big stage like this when we start firing. So this what coach get us ready for. So.
Just to piggyback off what he just said, for real, like this is just something we've been training for like pretty much the entirety of this year. So now to see that we made it to this point, it's just now just about just executing even more. So it's just just trusting the process, and it is what it is.
What kind of preparation do y'all go through to run the 4x1?
A lot.
Well, Coach Carjay has us out there, training hard every single day. We don't come to practice expecting to take it easy, and we don't want to take it easy. And he makes sure that we're properly prepared. We go hard in the weight room, on the track, pretty much anywhere we can get it working, we're gonna do it. So.
Train hard, win easy. That's the motto since high school. You still go by it. If it works, it works. So we work on handoffs, step measurements. So we try to synchronize with each other. So when it comes to the big meet, we can always hit it, without even thinking. It's just like you already practice it, so it's a part of you. So it's just easier.
Building our chemistry.
Yeah,
That's all we
basically.
have to do. Chemistry with each other, and we just execute that.
Jesse, going into this meet, what do you expect from Eugene?
Expected from Eugene, I just want to come back to start with just knowing that I ran a clean race and get my mind right for Olympic trials, which is like 2 weeks away from nationals. So yeah, I just want to run a good race.
How did it feel at the prelims to break your record twice?
It was, I don't mean to just like showboat anything, but it was something I was expecting and I'm used to, but I wasn't expecting to break it that big, I guess. So I've been in that position before. I knew how to handle it, and I was just, after the first time I broke it, I was just ready to go back into finals and run a real race, I guess.
So this is your first outdoor season. How does it feel to go from never running outdoor to running at the national meet?
It's definitely new, like from the first race. From the first meet here at home, I could definitely tell it was a big difference from indoor because I got so tired after the fifth hurdle. So it's definitely a big difference, and it's a new experience, but I'm grateful for it.
What does your preparation look like going into this meet?
Just focusing on very technique things. So just mental preparation. Just did like my coach said. He always say, don't do nothing different. Do everything you've done to get this far. So I just want to do that.